Hello, and welcome to the Average FPLers podcast, FPL4 edition. My name is Russell, and I'm joined by Mike. How are we doing?
Hello.
Hello. So FPL4, each week we pick four players from each position, kind of predicting who will do well in the upcoming game week, and we compete against each other. So it's like a four-a-side FPL. Um, so yeah, game week one is coming up. So me and Mike have done our predictions. So we shall get straight into it. If you're happy with that, Mike, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. I got slightly sidetracked.
I
But yeah,
know it was very
good.
efficient. So um, yes. So
I was trying
goalkeepers.
to find what I was trying to find who I picked as well, to be honest. I forgot already. And it's only been about 10 minutes.
Well, your goalie doesn't have a photo, so it's blank. But you've gone
Yes!
Anana,
What's his name? Grow
Anana,
up.
and I've gone Ramsdale. So yeah, yeah, Anana. He's a popular pick for game week one for a lot of teams.
He is, yes. So sorry.
I mean, actually,
He's
as
a
you were
pop
tinkering, he went into your team in our preview episode or preview recording.
yes, because he's cheaper than Luke Shaw. So he's
Mm.
0.5 cheaper. He's good for passing stats, and so that make him good for PPS. And Man United's fixtures are fairly reasonable.
Hmm.
There's a couple of good home fixtures there. Um, and if I wasn't going with like a cheaper goalkeeper setup, it would be Onana I probably would go for, because I like, now that Wolves are in disarray as well. Although I said that Wolves will probably win 1-0 now, no, my luck. But um, I think he's the best for a clean sheet possibly this weekend.
Mm.
Maybe Johnston at Palace. And I can't remember if I've got a Palace player in I thought. I don't think I do, which will make me slightly disappointed because that might have been a
Uh,
good choice as well.
yeah. You might be surprised. So
Yes,
yeah, pleasantly surprised.
good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I can't argue with that pick. Yeah, Ramsdale. Arsenal's fixtures are pretty good. They've got Forest. If I remember rightly. I should know, shouldn't I? This is
Yeah, you should
Forest.
definitely know. You and Gaz are Arsenal fans. I shouldn't be the one who has to fill in
Uh,
the gaps.
it is Forest
Yes,
at home. Yeah.
yes.
Um, Obviously, you might have some competition coming in if we sign Raya, but I don't think Raya will go straight in. That would be very harsh if that happened. Um,
Yeah, I can see Raya potentially being Carabao and possibly your Champions League keeper.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. So yeah, it's going to be interesting though if they do sign Raya. So
It's all but tied up now, I imagine, right? Turner's gone
yeah.
to free up the spot. Um, and they said it was just a formality, but it should be done by tomorrow. So he might not be in time for being on the bench potentially for Arsenal's first game either.
True.
Um, Genuinely funny though, Brentford turned down a bigger offer from Tottenham at the beginning of the window, only to sell to Arsenal 5 weeks later for substantially less.
Interesting.
And he's gonna be, as we've just said, probably a bench keeper
Yeah.
for the first month or two. Whereas at Tottenham, he would have gone straight in at number one.
Yeah,
So that's all
yeah.
fun.
It's a strange one, but I mean it's good for Arsenal to have two
That's
quality
great for
keepers.
Arsenal. Two keepers pushing each other to the absolute limit,
Yeah.
and they're both want to be in. They're both breaking into the international scene as we speak. Raya is, and Ramsdale is obviously understudy to Pickford, right? I think he is, right?
Well, he's yeah, there or
Pe-
thereabouts, and
it's
it's
Ramsdale, Pope, and Pickford. That's our three, right?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
Trying
why
trying to
I
think if
seem
there's
slightly
anyone
confused by
else.
that.
Trying to think if there's
No,
anyone else. There's
no.
others, but probably less so.
Yes, they're on
Yeah,
the fringes.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I kind of wanted Ramsdale in my team. I think he's 5 million. So yeah, I couldn't
Yeah,
get him in the end. and I went for Pickford in my actual team, but I think he's probably a good shout. Obviously, coming off the back of the Community Shield, saved the penalty. So
He did.
yeah,
And that's the thing that makes it slightly, I guess, not confusing, but strange in the sense that Arsenal are putting that much money into a secondary keeper
yeah,
when they could easily put that money elsewhere. So 40 million, 40 million, 30 million could easily go into paying for a new defender, midfielder, or another striker now that you've lost Gabriel Jesus.
true.
But instead, you've decided to go for a backup keeper.
But yeah, why not?
Yeah, exactly. You know, no criticism here, just an odd one.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But yeah, like you said, yeah, maybe it'll be one of them gets cup games in Champions League, one will get Premier League.
you
It's
you
probably
would
the
have high hopes.
best way to keep them both happy-ish. So
Yeah, I mean, you'll never have a fully happy keeper if they're rotating and switching between one and another. But if you say to them, yeah, you're going to be playing Champions League football, that's the only cup games you're getting, you'll probably go, all right, I'll take that.
yeah, I think Ramsdale got interviewed after the Community Shield about it, and he was positive about it. So
Well, I
I
mean,
guess you've got to be. You can't come out and go, oh no, I don't want him coming.
yeah, I mean,
Because
you can't
that'd
go, oh,
be
this
ridiculous.
is bullshit, and throw your up in arms and say, I want to move.
Yeah,
Like, you can't ever move. Well, I want one.
but I think he gets it,
So
and it's competition, isn't it? So
it's part of the game,
keeps
right?
you on your toes. So it's good.
It's quite the turnaround. If you bear in mind when he first joined, everyone was like, "Oh, why are they signing that shit? He's all he's ever done is got
Uh,
relegated."
yeah,
Now everyone's like, "Oh well, it's signed as another keeper, so two strong keepers."
yeah.
So
It's so
yeah,
so fickle, football fans. But there you go.
I you can't. Football fans are all sorts.
Yeah,
It's genuinely one of those funny things in life where um 1 minute you're the flavour of the month, next minute everyone bloody hates you.
yeah. Xhaka,
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 Xhaka would go from loved
Sissoko.
hated in like 10 seconds. He could do it in the same game.
Oh yeah, yeah, easily. Yeah.
And yeah, Sissoko was definitely. I mean, Sissoko was pretty much hated by most of the fan base.
Mhm.
I I just have an affinity for players that manage to go from being like a pantomime villain and hated to now turning it around. I don't know why. It's like an underdog story.
Yeah. Yeah.
So always been one of my things. That's why I'm sort of semi-championing for Luton now that they've just signed Barkley.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we love an underdog, so
Exactly, and
yeah,
what would
good.
be better than Barkley doing great, Luton managing to stay up even though they've had to postpone like their first 6 games at home because of bloody grounds
Maybe
not ready.
Luton stay up just above Everton, and it's a Barkley goal that sends Everton down. There you
I
go.
mean, that would be funny.
That's
Although he didn't, he only left to because Chelsea came in and he had a chance for.
yeah,
But it would
that
be quite funny.
didn't go well.
No, but then that's Chelsea to a T, right?
Hmm.
Through all of you know the Abramovich years, now under the Bowley years, they bring in players where you go, why? Like Danny Drinkwater's still the most confusing one.
Yeah, that was a strange one. Yeah.
No need for him. Um, they were just like, oh, well, we're going to pair him up with Kante, and you go, okay, that makes sense. They worked really well together in that championship winning season,
Hmm.
and then it came to it, and they were like, yeah, we're not ever going to play Drinkwater. We just bought him. It was a mistake. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
fine. Is that more money than sense type scenario? But okay.
Hmm. Not well thought through, but there you go.
No, No, and it's Chelsea's transfer policy for God knows how many years, like 15 now.
Yeah, but
I mean, even the players they're buying at the moment, they're buying youth players and other players like Robert Sanchez on a 7-year contract. Yeah, okay. What if he doesn't work out? It's a long old deal.
uh, yeah,
So
I don't know. But yeah,
yeah,
we should move on.
joys are full. We should move
Defenders.
on. Get your
Uh,
defenders out for the lads.
and yes, you have got a Palace player. You got Anderson.
Yes, I thought I did. It vaguely. I thought I would have one because of I think Sheffield United are going to struggle their opening game. Obviously, I'm probably talking complete poppycock, and they're going to be great, but they haven't signed anyone. They lost two of their best players. It just seemed like
Hmm.
in a kind of sort of prediction sense, that might be a good thing, you know, for clean sheets. That is.
Mm.
Plus, I've already got Anana in my in goal for me. So I could have done it the other way round. Realistically, if I wanted to, I could have done what's his face? I could have done Johnston in goal. Sorry, and then
Mm. Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw. Yeah, don't know. I could not remember Luke Shaw then.
He is very forgettable.
It just happens to me a lot. I just things come in, things go out, brain turns to mush.
Yeah,
It's happening a lot more in my older advancing years.
not good.
That's why
Not good.
That's why I was telling you the other day about espressos and
Mm.
Alzheimer's. Maybe I just need to start pumping espressos.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, why not? Get it on a drip.
Yeah,
Job done.
just like feed it into me intravenously.
I've gone for another player with no picture at the moment in your doggy.
A doggy,
Your doggy.
a doggy.
A doggy.
It's generally driving me insane. The amount of people that keep going, "You doggy," and it's like, it's not. It's a doggy.
Uh, but yeah, he was a. I might even bring him back into my team. I don't know yet. But yeah, he seems like and you'd know more that he's going to be like the first choice left wing back for Tottenham.
Left back.
Yeah.
We don't play wing backs anymore.
Oh, okay.
We play 4-2-3-1.
Yeah. But yeah, he's if he plays, he's cheap option.
He's exceptionally good. He was great for Udinese last season. I think he got 8 to 10 attacking returns, which is not bad for Udinese. But this season, in pre-season, he's been playing on the left. He's been working really well with Son, and we've been more attacking down the left than we have the right. So Emerson Royale almost sort of, I don't say tuck in, but he's not advancing as further forward. Kind of like Tottenham under Pochettino when we used to have Walker and Rose. Rose would be the one that would bomb all the way forward, and Walker would be the one that was not so as much.
Mm-hmm.
But Walker had that pace in him that if he wanted to get forward and get back, he could easily.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what Emerson Royale is going to be like for us.
Emerson
And
Royale.
yeah, that's his name, right?
Emerson's Royale's name. Yeah, we talking about Emerson Royale.
Yeah, no. I'm just talking about why Adogie's a good pick because Emerson Royale's kind of like what Walker was, is in
Ah,
he's
okay.
quick defensive. You blew
Is
my mind then. I was like, hold on,
is
that is
Roy
his name, right?
is Royale going to be on the right then?
Yes, he
Ah,
is.
okay. Well, that's
I,
what
I,
confused me.
yeah, sorry. So it's looking like Royale will probably play on the right and Adogie on the left. Porro is the same sort of attacking fullback like Adogie, and I don't think we'll play both at the same time.
Mm.
So
But you got some options there now, so that's
we
interesting.
definitely have some options and some good ones, which is a rare thing to be able to say.
Mm. Yeah.
So, but Adogie, I think he scored and may have assisted one in preseason, and yeah, he's genuinely first time in a while. I've been excited about a fullback at Tottenham because we've not had some very good ones for a long time. Um,
Uh,
bearing in
yeah.
mind the transfers we've made recently
Oh,
to strengthen that.
Doherty.
Doherty
That
didn't go
was
well.
up and down. He had a little glimpse of being good, didn't he?
He was
But
great. What was it? Towards the end of the first season with Conte when he came in for Mourinho,
mhm.
and he was unplayable. He was an absolute superstar hero. Um, yeah. So there was then, and then who else? Region has not been successful in any way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah, Region.
I mean, he played yesterday for Tottenham in the friendly, and he got caught out twice for two of the goals. So,
Hmm.
um, Emerson Royale, the jury's still out. He's showed in glimpses he's quite good, but the fans have been on him incessantly since he joined, saying he's not good enough. And then we've had Jed Spence. Apparently, Jed Spence has been made available for transfer. He's not been, as much as I wanted to see him play more, he's not going to get a chance by the looks of it. So
Mm.
yeah, our transfers at fullback have been poor, very, very poor. So, but Adogi's one that I've actually got high hopes for,
Yeah. Well, yeah,
and
we'll
ultimately he's
see.
very good.
And next time I pick him, he might have a picture to put up. Don't actually know.
Hopefully, maybe an honor
I
will.
have no idea what he looks like. So
He's Italian.
okay.
He's I can't remember how tall he is. 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
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 It's
Okay.
genuinely funny if I just say Italian and let you try and figure it out because you might picture him with like a mustache now and
Well, a lot
long
as long as he
hair.
plays, I will see what he looks like on match of the day. So that'd be
Yeah,
good.
you, you
Be
definitely will.
a nice little surprise, wouldn't it?
It will.
Yeah.
And the weirdest thing as well about all of these, like the pitches and that, not done yet. Season starts in like less than 48 hours.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah.
We still don't know players' numbers. Like I don't know Adogi's number for Tottenham yet. There's rumours that he's number 38, but that's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, there's going to be another when we move on to midfielders now. There's another hiccup with the pictures.
I say we just got all invisible men, have we?
No, you picked Kai Havertz, but he's still in a Chelsea shirt. So
Go on, the Kai.
yeah. So yeah, you've gone Kai Havertz. I've gone Marcus Rashford.
Get
Um,
the Rashford out.
yeah, but I couldn't afford to get Rashford in, so I've gone Fernandes. But yeah, I see a lot of people having Fernandes and Rashford in their team for game week 1. Yeah,
I
but
mean, it's not
it's
the worst idea, right? They're both 90-minute men. They're
yeah, and I
integral to Man
did
United.
see a thing that he might be playing up front as well because probably their new striker isn't quite ready to play yet.
You mean what I mentioned not too long ago, Hoyland?
Hoyland, yeah.
Yeah, Hoyland's currently got an injury.
Oh,
Rashford's
okay.
been playing up top. Yeah, um, that's why Garnacho might come in on the left for the short term.
Ah, yeah, I remember now.
So yeah, there you go. It was me who said that.
Well, I remember the Garnacho bit. I just weren't paying attention to the rest of it.
Oh, that's nice. I appreciate you not paying attention.
Yep.
Um, yeah. So there's that going on with Man United, and it wouldn't be the worst thing to pick both. Same principle for Arsenal, right? I had Havertz and what's his face, Martinelli.
Yeah. But
So
Havertz in the Community Shield played up top, false nine. So
yes, that's the reason I've gone for him. He's out of position. He's kind of like Rashford at the moment, out of position. So he's a good choice.
he had a
Um,
couple of good chances in the Community Shield. Probably should have scored. So
he probably should. And Arsenal are going to create more chances for him. That's the important thing. And Chelsea last year, they weren't creating a lot of chances for him
mhm.
because they were in a kind of transitional period, I guess is the best way to put it. Whereas Arsenal, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, yeah, he should get a lot more chances, and
And
I would be,
he had a fairly good pre-season as long as you don't
yeah,
give him a volley. He
yeah. As long as
can't
don't
do
give him a
volleys.
volley in America.
Yeah, yeah, he can't do volleys, but apart from that, he's all right.
Apart from that, he's good as asses.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah.
but no, I just like the idea of I didn't want to be too predictable, I guess, in my opening for FPL4. I wanted to try something a bit different kind of thing. And I think that's quite a different um different pick.
Yeah,
Although
that's fair.
I think a lot more people are taking a bit more notice now because obviously with other players out that we've spoken about already,
Hmm.
there's a strong possibility that we might see Havertz in a lot more teams. He
Mm.
might become flavour of the month again temporarily. Weird, right?
Well, probably, yeah. Probably from the Community Shield, people have probably thought, "Oh, that's not a bad choice," especially with
Yeah,
Arsenal's first three fixtures.
I
Yeah.
mean the Nottingham Forest fixture in itself is such a good fixture
Mm.
because Forest have had a fairly iffy pre-season where they've not done great.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, you could easily see them getting like 3 goals. I think Arsenal scored quite a lot in the beginning of the season last year as well, right? With their home fixtures, they beat like Leicester 4-2, and Jesus was great in that. So I think that was sort of almost like a homage to Gaz. That was playing on my mind. Going,
Mm.
Arsenal are quite good at home. They're not great for clean sheets. They weren't great for clean sheets at home last year, but they definitely scored a lot of goals.
Mm.
So I can
Great.
see Havertz getting 1 or 2.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
Enjoy
it would,
that.
wouldn't it?
Clean sheet and a few goals.
Yeah, 4 goals. 4 goals. Give me a 40-point lead over you early on, so I don't end up like 400 points behind like last year.
Well, I don't know if I hope for that, but yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see what our forwards are. And even though you said you were going for a bit different picks, you've gone for a pretty standard one this time.
Oh, standard. He's a differential.
Harry Kane. Is he a
Yeah.
differential? How well owned is he? I guess
He's
his
got,
price and the fact that you're trying to get Haaland in and Salah probably means Kane is maybe the one people are dropping out.
well,
But
Salah's just as bad in
oh
that
yeah,
sense.
true.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it is. Yeah,
we went over and we said how easy it was to get rid of Salah because he's only like 20,
yeah.
23%. Like, so Salah's owned by 24%.
So Haaland's the one that's maybe causing that because
Yes,
everyone's
because
got
he's
Haaland in.
he's expensive,
Yeah.
and you can't have Haaland and thingy. So Kane at the moment is currently owned by 14%.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
Will
That is a
that
major
maybe go
differential.
up if the whole transfer rumours get sorted? Maybe
So
people are
if we
going,
get
oh, he's staying, he's settled, right? Pick
yeah,
him.
so at the moment it's Wednesday evening that we're doing this. So I think if there isn't an agreed fee by Thursday morning, I think he's probably seeing the season out, and we might lose him for free.
Mm.
That's fine, I guess. It is what it is. It does show that Tottenham didn't have to sell and all that nonsense. Um, and I would be semi-tempted. Bearing in mind last season, Kane was in a bad Tottenham side that finished like miles out of the Europa spots, and he only finished 9 points total behind Haaland all season.
Mm. Yeah.
So Haaland got 36 goals, 9 assists, and Kane in the end, it was close. I know that, but I mean, Kane got 30 goals and 9 assists. So he wasn't that far off.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And for the sake of you're saying there's 2.5 million, you know, maybe there are more people that are picking for their team. And that was one of the reasons I picked him for FPL4. I thought he'd be a rank outside differential compared to used to.
Yeah.
And it's lucky I did because my only other pick for up front was Odson Edward.
What was it?
Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
because I thought, Palace will probably beat Sheffield United
Yep.
because of Sheffield United being in sort of a bit of uncertainty. And I thought, Edward's been getting quite a few minutes for Palace and he's been scoring.
Yeah. Um, I think him and Mateta got 3 goals in pre-season, but you did
Hmm.
mention Mateta might be getting sold.
Yeah,
And
I think he's on the market, and he only played like 20 minutes in the last game, whereas Edouard played like 75.
yeah, predicted lineups always show Edward in the team. So yeah. So I thought, oh, I'll go, bit outside the box, bit different. Go for that.
Oh, we literally had the same thingy.
uh, great minds think alike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the only other reason it put me in that sort of box as well is because Man United don't have any strikers, and theirs was a favourable fixture.
Hmm.
And I didn't want to go Haaland game week 1. I was like, you know what, I don't want to go Haaland.
Yeah,
And then of course,
weirdly, I didn't even think Haaland. Do you know what? I did think Alvarez. Um, but
Alvarez I like the idea of, but it's just so uncertain he's going to play. He didn't start on in the Community Shield, right? So,
yeah,
um,
and weirdly, I think
and
the
then
only reason I went for Rashford was because they play on Monday night, and I thought I want a player that plays on Monday night.
I forgot they were playing on Monday when I did FPL4 because I did this before I did my team.
Yeah.
In terms of like up looking at new combinations, and it was just that Man United didn't have an attacker, and all the sort of favourable fixtures. It would have been if Jesus is fit, it would have been Jesus up front
Mm.
because Jesus versus Nottingham Forest would, that's a great little shot.
Mm.
But then once I realised I could only have an Arsenal midfielder, and all the good picks really this time round were all midfielders for this game week anyway. I was like, well, I'll
Yeah.
give Kane a go. I mean, if Kane does leave, then I've shot myself in the foot already, and I've only got 3 playing. So, but
Oh yeah.
even if he had left, I couldn't pick Richarlison anyway because Richarlison's listed as a midfielder. So
Uh,
I would have still probably gone to Edouard.
yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
fine. He's not gonna leave. He's gonna stay.
it's gonna stay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the only difference between the two of us here is no, we've got all from the same 4 teams, just in different ways.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't realise that. I didn't actually
Yep.
spot that. Yeah. Oh, so we're all going to be watching. We're going to be watching the same games, just hoping for
And
different
clearly they're the
outcomes.
4. Yeah, they're the 4 we thought were favourable
Yeah.
as over anything else.
Yeah.
We
I
didn't
mean,
even
I
consider
don't know about
Brighton.
that. There's weird. There's other picks there. Like you said, midfield was a big one. I could have gone Eze or
It's
something
such
like
an
that.
abundance.
But
If I thought Welbeck was starting, he would have come into
yeah, Welbeck.
my thoughts.
Yeah.
Because Luton, obviously, as much as I hope they survive, normally newly promoted teams first couple of games they concede a lot, even
Yeah.
if they don't necessarily lose by a lot.
Hmm.
Like Leeds, for example, they lost a few of their games when they were newly promoted, like 3-2, 4-3.
Didn't they lose to Liverpool? Like 4-3 or something.
4-3 it was, yeah. And
Yeah.
Salah got 2 goals and 2 assists.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see that happening to Luton losing 3-2.
Hmm.
You just don't know who's going to start. Like I said, they got 11 players trying to go into those attacking slots.
Mm.
I mean, I'll be kicking myself if Welbeck gets his first Brighton hat trick. But
Yeah, that'd be annoying. Yeah. But I didn't want to go well, but I actually wrote down Ferguson, but
no, well,
everyone
no,
seems to be saying Welbeck's going to start. So I was like, oh. But then I thought I'm not going to go Welbeck. So it's like,
not Danny. Jesus, he played for Arsenal. I know. I've seen that trap before, mate.
yeah, no, yeah, Welbeck's alright. Yeah,
I didn't say he was bad. I just said he's a trap.
I feel I've had him in
The
my team
goal.
a few times. Done alright for me. So
I mean, he's a good price issue, 6 million. It's just that now they got Ferguson and João Pedro, so it's like
mm.
it's even more choice. So it's likely even less minutes for Welbeck, which is genuinely disappointing.
And you got to manage him carefully because he tends to get injured. So
Yeah, he's made of glass,
yeah,
like Kevin De Bruyne is now.
yeah, yeah. Well, Kevin De Bruyne was moaning about the whole extended time for time wasting, weren't he? I see him whinging about that.
Um, he makes a lot of sense, but at the same time,
Don't
if
waste
there were
time then, So
well, I mean,
it's
as
quite
time
easy.
wasting goes, Man City are probably not the ones wasting time.
Yeah, I don't
you
know.
know,
When
and
they're winning at the end of the game, they love a bit of time wasting.
oh yeah, everyone does a bit of sort of tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Um, I think the bigger concern would be is not the extended minutes themselves, it's the fact that UEFA with the extended Champions League are trying to put even more fixtures into the congested fixture list. And then you've got all of these gallivanting around in pre-season to every end of the globe,
Mm-hmm.
and they're playing all of the extra fixtures. So yeah, there are some general concerns, but something will give eventually. We'll just see what it is that gives. Either squads go from 24 men to 30 to cope with all this extra stuff, or something else changes where they actually do less matches. I mean, and that's not me advocating for a Super League. God no, but
No,
you
but
know,
I
you'd
don't
see
know.
players keen on it if they said they only had to play like 30 games a year instead of like 60.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could shrink the league or something like that, couldn't you? But
Yeah, but then what happens with the ones that you shrink? They,
oh yeah,
they
okay,
go
that's
further
it.
down the pyramid and they disappear into obscurity and go out of business or something like that. So
Yeah.
it's a complex question with no answers. And obviously, the
Yeah.
guys in charge of football
I
usually just want
I don't think we're
money.
the I don't think we're qualified to answer it. But
I'm absolutely qualified for the job and I want the job. I'm just as qualified as any top FA official. I know fuck
uh,
all, but I can talk for hours.
yeah,
So
I
get
think
me in, coach.
just get on with it. It's fine.
Get on with it, you overpaid pussies.
exactly.
There you go. Two contrasting things. Me caring about the players' welfare, and
Uh,
you just going, yeah, cool,
they
yeah,
they
they should
get they
pay
get paid
postal.
enough. They get paid
Yeah,
enough.
don't they? They get paid
Yeah,
enough to ruin their bodies.
yeah.
Woofers. Tell them to get on with it.
uh,
Oh, if they don't like it, sell them. Go and do something else with your life.
yep.
So no, I'm sure something will give where some of the, or players will just start ruling themselves out injured, and so they miss certain games.
Mm,
You never know.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be fine. It'll just be fine.
Yeah, I think you just have got an axe to grind against Kevin De Bruyne, aren't you? Because everyone said he's great, and you're just like, oh, look at him now, whinging,
Oh
wanker.
yeah, yeah. He loves to have a moan about stuff, doesn't he?
Like, yeah,
Like all
God.
the Man City players and the manager like to whinge
I was
like
nowhere near as bad as Rodri, but yeah.
no, and Pep moaning about um what was it, substitutions or something, and they're not only using one. And you're like, well, why are you
Yeah,
moaning about it
he,
then?
he
Eh?
advocated for more subs in football,
Oh, yeah,
so 5, and then made no subs in Champions League matches regularly.
yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, in terms of thingy, that's a great way to be. That's advocating for something, then getting what you want, and then going, I'm not using it now. Screw you.
hmm
I win. I win morally. So
ridiculous,
yeah,
ridiculous. But yeah,
it's the joys of football, the hypocrisy of it all, and
indeed.
we love it. That's why I'm giddy as a little girl, waiting to start her first day of school. Bring on Friday.
Yeah, yeah. Exciting times,
Yeah, I mean
I
it's
guess.
for now. It's
Yeah.
exciting for now. Then when we
Oh, by Tuesday we'll be all sad because our
yeah,
teams
when
did
I'm ranked
rubbish,
6 million
and
in the world, my FPL4's done shit. I'll be like, how long we got left? 37 weeks of this shit. Oh Jesus.
yeah,
Oh, why do I do it? Why do I
yeah.
do it every year for like nearly 20 years? What a waste of my life. So, you know, and
Yeah,
that's just Tuesday's reflection.
yep, that's good. And then we'll have to do it all over again next
Yeah, and then
weekend.
Gaz will be
Uh,
back, chirpy, and then we're like, oh, well, we're gonna have to ruin him now.
yeah, because probably he'll pick his team at the last minute. I do really good.
Yeah, all excitable. Oh, look at me, I'm second in the world. Shut up, Gaz.
That would be annoying.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah.
But
But
nevertheless,
yeah,
we'll leave it there, I think, and
indeed.
we'll see where fair.
But yeah, there's our picks. Game week 1. See how we do. I did the same thing here. Why do I keep doing that?
Yeah. Sponsored by RPT. Not really.
uh, I keep meaning to go next, and then I just
Yeah.
end. Yeah. Um.
Well, if there's a rival company that looks at this, they're gonna be like, I'm not having this.
No, true. But yeah. But yeah, thanks for listening. Find us on Facebook through our Instagram at Average FPLers. Our min league code, if you want to join, is 5FDX0Q. Yeah, we'll be back next week to give our FPL4 picks for Game Week 2 and see how we did in Game Week 1. So, yeah, till then, take care. See you soon. Bye bye.
Ta ta.